going to be very aware of where our muzzles are, our safety's on. We're going to play big boy rules, big girl rules. So once we're loaded, cocked, and locked, our hand stays on the gun, our safety stays on. Make sense? Now what I like to do when I'm walking is I keep my thumb just right on my safety so I know. Like when I was patrolling in the military, my thumb would constantly be double checking to making sure that safety was on. Once when we were doing a training mission, we were using blanks, my saw gunner went down. That's the machine gunner. And so I had two of my guys pick up the machine gunner and I picked up the machine gun. I threw my M4 on my back. I knew it was on safe. As I'm running through the woods, it went off. My gear tripped the safety off and it going like this. My gear must have pulled the trigger, and thank God I had blanks, otherwise I would have shot a round through my Achilles. So I felt it go, I felt the heat right on my ankle. Maybe it would have gone by. So the point is, we want to make sure that these safeties are always on, so I just keep my thumb right on it. When we insert a magazine, we're going to push it and then pull. We'll pull, make sure that it's properly inserted. Then if the bolt is locked back, we reach our thumb up just to push on the bolt catch. You have one on this side because you got that fancy Daniel. Now yours is it. So with because you're right-handed, you're just going to take your hand, grab the side, pull it back all the way, and let go. There we go. Maybe it was locked back. All right, this hand is going to come up to here. Run your thumb forward on the barrel. How does that feel?
Good.
Good. All right, so we're going to start the patrol ready. All right, so go ahead, take another step forward. There we go. So left foot forward, same shooting stance, just a little bit more aggressive. We're going to roll up and we're just going to fire 2 rounds, center mass. All right, so roll it up, sights, safety, shoot, safety, drop it down. Now, because you have that ambi, if you want to use your trigger finger to put the safety back on, it's fine. It's good to practice both ways. But for you, because you're a lefty, it's actually easier to practice that trigger finger putting it back on because most will be on the opposite side. All right, same thing. Ready? Sights. Safety. Shoot. Safety. Drop down. All right, now high ready. Looking over the gun. Okay. Looking over the sights. Sights. Safety. Shoot. Safety. Drop it. Safety. Shoot. Safety. Drop it down. All right, same thing. Sights. Safety. Shoot. Safety. Good, drop it down. All right, now high ready. High ready, it's going to be difficult. It's kind of a heavier rifle for how small it is. We're holding it up, almost ready to go, but we're looking over the top of our sights. So we're not looking through them. Take a look at me. So it's down at an angle just like this, just a slick, so all I gotta do is that.
Okay.
So up right here, and so just like this, looking over the top.
Okay.
Sights. Safety. Shoot. Safety. Excellent.
There we go.
Okay, so when we're putting that safety on, what helps is if we break our grip.
Okay.
So you can break the grip completely, and then you can sweep it up.
Okay.
All right? All right, high ready. Sights. Safety. Shoot. Forgot I didn't have a mag in.
Oh.
I gave you mine. That's fine. All right, and notice I can't put it on safe.
If there's no mag in it?
Nope, unless it's charged.
Okay.
So we can get into that later. But Google, this is my safety, hoot.
Okay.
If you want to know the reasoning behind that. Okay, now this time we're going to do the high ready. So this is going to come underneath my armpit. There's a couple different ways to do this. So high up, there we go. So lean forward a little bit, there we go. Now, we could just push it up till it's right where our shoulder, and then bring it down. Or what I like to do is kind of push out a little bit, rotate it in display, and then go to town.
Okay.
Oh, there you are.
All right, so we're at the high ready. Sights. Safety. Safety. Sights. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I said sights. High ready. All right. Sights.
Okay.
Safety. Safety. All right, so instead of trying to pull straight back, check it out. Break my grip, come down underneath, and rotate it up.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, sights. Oh, hold on. Let's start with high ready. So up like this. See how it's down here? There. How's that feel?
Good.
All right. Sights. Safety. Ah, is that easier?
Yes.
Now notice how we're standing next to each other, so we want to be very careful not to point the muzzle at each other's feet. Sights. Safety. Shoot. Safety. Lower it down. I'm going to... There you go. Sights. Pick your head up a little bit more and bring the gun. There it is. Safety. Shoot. Safety. Drop it down. All right, now high ready. Looking over the top of the gun, so it's almost up. Sights. Safety. Shoot. Safety. Down. Okay, so high ready should be kind of at a downward angle, but we just bring it up instead of looking up over the top of it and then dropping into it. Okay, so up and then boom.
Okay.
Okay, so now we really got to emphasize the safety going on and going off. So we're going to start, we're just going to do one from patrol ready. So standing right here, don't go, I'm going to demonstrate. We're going to say, sights, safety, safety, drop it down. And that's how it's going to go, okay? So go ahead, stand over there. Why don't you take a step forward, Peyton? Okay? Steve, why don't you take one more step forward so you're on line with her? Okay. Sights. Safety. Shoot. Safety. Drop it down. Steve, is your offset on?
I think we left it on. It's dead.
Well, no, there's a 4-hour delay.
Yeah, I know.
No, it shuts off after 4 hours.
Well, it's dead.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how good the battery was out of the box.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Now, Peyton, just watch where that's pointed so you're not pointing at your toes.
Okay.
Sights. Safety. Shoot. Safety. Drop it down. Now, did you notice when I was shooting next to you, do you see how like the muzzle blast is different compared to the different muzzle devices? This is kind of, they call this a can opener, but this is like a combination muzzle brake flash hider.
Okay.
Really, you want to run a flash hider or a suppressor mount. You don't want to run a muzzle brake.
Yeah.
Only assholes and competition shooters run muzzle brakes on ARs because it pisses everybody off that you're shooting next to because it directs all the gas back to your buddies.
Yeah.
All right, this time high ready. So our gun is up. We're looking over the top, so it's almost there. Sights, safety, shoot, safety. So today we did some dry fire drills in the house, and we did just a little bit of shooting out here. What did you do well today?
I think like the number one thing that I think I did well was safety on. I think that's something that I've been noticing when I was out in Idaho shooting was when the muzzle is off the target, safety on. So I think that's one of the main things is just the safety protocol.
And what I tend to say too, that's a great way to phrase it, and I think I used to phrase it that when I was doing a different type of training, but I train a lot of civilians and I train a lot of people on an indoor range, and so the second that muzzle leaves your, because people will stop shooting and then they'll take it off and they'll be like, oh, safety. So like, I don't care if, you know, you're transitioning targets or, I guess I'm thinking you're on a lane, right, on an indoor range. So there's your target hanging. For me, it's don't set it down. So I emphasize don't take it off your shoulder unless that safety's on. But really, yeah, if it's not on target, it should be off safety. So there's different ways to say it. I like the other way better, but you can feel it if it's off your shoulder. So it definitely better be on if you're taking it off your shoulder. So and you did a great job with that.
Yeah.
So and you so what did you improve on?
Something that I think I improved on was just like overall like the trigger control.
Okay.
I think that's something that I've been noticing throughout.
For the dry
shooting.
fire drills, yes, you did that.
Yeah, there's like less of me expecting a recoil, which is, you know, that that was something that I was struggling with. So I think even just throughout shooting the past few weeks, but especially today, like I can notice it. Like there's a significant difference. It's like I'm not expecting the recoil.
And something else, dry firing will help with recoil anticipation first off, you can see if that front sight post moves during dry fire training. Second, you're used to pulling the trigger and nothing happening.
Yeah.
Right? So then when it does happen, you're like, oh yeah, I wasn't expecting that to happen because I pulled it 500 times without nothing happening. And like, oh, but I hit what I was aiming at. Okay, so let it come up. Let the gun come up. It's fine. Something else you improved on was your ability to put the safety back on. You started to break your grip a little bit more. Ambi safeties are nice, but most ARs do not have ambi safeties, so you really have to swoop it up and break your grip. And it's okay to break your grip because you're not putting the safety on unless you're done shooting, right? So what do you still need to work on?
Something that I feel like I still need to work on is just like drawing from the holster. I think that's like something, like I'll go out and shoot, but I think that's something that I can do at home is like we practiced today, is just drawing from the holster, lining up with the target and getting quicker with it. Like we were out here shooting and just being able to pull that trigger a little quicker.
Now, some ranges will allow you to draw from the holster, some won't. At the Nashville Armory, we let you draw from the holster, but is my head getting cut off? My head's cut off. We'll take a knee here. But we will let you do appendix, but we usually recommend you take a class. Now, you have been training with me, so you can just say, hey, I trained with Paul. Yeah. And you are ready to practice drawing from a holster, from an appendix holster. Okay. But that is something you can do when you go to the range. Just go slow. Going slow and being, it's not so much going slow, it's being deliberate. All right? And as long as you're deliberate and you're careful with your actions, nothing bad's going to happen. Yeah. So, definitely. Cool. What'd you have the most fun doing?
Shooting the ARs.
All right, cool.
I love it. I feel like it's so clean. And I like the sights. This is a great sight, but I love the precision of it. I feel like I'm accurate, and it kind of makes it more exciting.
And you're not a big person.
Yeah.
And this is, it's an intermediate caliber rifle. It's a high-powered rifle, comparatively to...
I felt it in my, arms. Like, you have to have strong arms to...
But there's no recoil. There's no recoil. Yeah. And you can totally handle it. Yeah. So we'll get you set up with an AR. Yeah. Between the people you have some good resources, and we'll get some more training in. Yeah, awesome. Great job today.
Well, thank you guys for watching Girls Gone Right. Make sure you go follow Thunderpunk Radio. I'll go ahead and tag them.
Cool. Thank you.